Senior Night was a surreal night. We had our walkout song all planned and everything. We warmed up to it, and Josh was giving everybody high fives. And most of the teams that we wrestle know that Josh is ill and stuff. And we walked out onto the mat during the ceremony, and Josh had a seizure, and everybody in Salmon just got quiet. The gym got quiet. And I remember looking over at the other team, and they weren't on their knee or anything. They were kind of just going about their business, which I get, but in that moment when he was sitting there suffering, and again, I didn't hold him that time because his dad was right there, so Gary held him. And I remember just sitting there around him. Garrett and I were right by his side like we always are. And I remember looking over, and the other team they were making fun of Josh, but it kind of snapped me back into middle school. And afterwards, Josh got up and everybody clapped for him and stuff. And I remember I grabbed him after we got all of our presents and everything. I grabbed him and we walked over there, and we slapped hands like we do. And he didn't realize what was going through my head at the time. I was mad at the other team, and I was going out for blood, which isn't the best thing to say, but it just brought me back to where you don't do that to Josh. So I was the first match, either the first or second match out on the mat, and Josh was in my corner again. And I remember wrestling, and something came over me. I didn't let up. And the kid I was wrestling was decently ranked in the state. I was supposed to win that match fairly easy, but it was going to be a challenge if I didn't have it on night. And I remember looking over, and Josh was cheering for me. And it was the third period, start of the third period. I was up by 13 points. And 15 is a tech fall, so the match ends as soon as the person gets 15 points ahead. And I look at Coach, and Coach goes neutral. And he looks at me, and he was tearing up. And he said, "Pin that son of a bitch." So I went out, and anger and all my emotions that were coming through that night were just pumping through my veins. And I went out, took a double leg, which I wasn't really good at, but Josh, that was the one shot Josh knew how to hit. And I remember standing up with the guy, and I was about to slam him. I was just gonna slam him to his back and pin him. And I heard Josh say, "Easy, easy." So I just kind of took him down and pinned him. But having somebody there to say, "Calm down, it's okay, it's not that, like, I'm fine, we're good." And to calm me down like that when I had so much anger and so much rage pent up inside, and to have him say, "Whoa," was just like, that's the man I want to be. I don't want to get controlled by anger or go out for revenge. And Josh was one of the guys who, they have to live with what they did, so I'm not gonna go out and hurt him. And I feel bad about wanting to, but having Josh there to calm me down kept me in check, and it's just one of those things where he's an amazing guy, he's an amazing person that he doesn't want anybody else hurting.